how y'all doing? It's Taye Olawale. How are you? I am out here doing GoPuff tonight again. And I actually got like 52 hours in GoPuff hours this week, so we'll see how that goes. I'm actually supposed to be starting my contractor courier position this week after I do like the welcome call and everything like that. For whatever reason, they haven't gotten a hold of me. I called like 3 times already, so as soon as I can get that done, then it seems like I'll be able to make quite, you know, a good amount of money doing that type of work. Y'all, it's cold out here. Make sure you got your lip balm, and I'm not talking about Carmex or Vaseline. I mean, those are good because they protect your skin, but you need a moisturizer. This is from Whole Foods. It's the Dr. Bronner's brand of chapstick, and it has like avocado oil in it, jojoba oil, so you know, good nice moisturizing oils and stuff like that. I love this stuff, and it's like $2.99, and it lasts me like for months. So $2.99, you might think that's a lot for some lip balm. I'll stop saying chapstick, but for some lip balm, but it lasts for a long time and it works. So anyway, I wanted to pop on here and let you guys know that I switched, well, partly I switched to doing GoPuff to this location, which I'm in Richmond, Virginia right now. I was doing it in Norfolk, but I switched because right now I'm in the transition of moving. So right now I'm in Williamsburg waiting on my apartment to become available in March. So right now I'm in Williamsburg right now. I was supposed to move into another apartment, but you know, anyway, well, I might talk about that later, but that became a whole snafu because the manager didn't know what she was doing, and it just became nonsense. So I could have reapplied, but I was just like, no, I'm gonna just find somewhere else. But unfortunately that apartment's not gonna be available until March, which is fine, you know, whatever. I'm just staying with my mom until then, which she loves anyway. So anyway, yeah, so what I was gonna say was I found that at this location that I'm in, I know that the cost of living is a little bit higher in this city than it is in Norfolk. So maybe that is the reason why. Well, so in Norfolk you get paid $9.50 an hour for, you know, your hourly rate. In Richmond it's $12 an hour. It's $3 per delivery in Richmond, $2.50 per delivery in Norfolk. So overall, I'm getting paid more hourly, guaranteed more hourly. But I've noticed, and maybe it's because it's cold, maybe it's because it's just another, like a higher cost of living area. But I'm getting paid more. I've only been working for about, let's see, I got here at 8:30. I've only been working for about 4 hours, and I've already made $78 in tips. And my hourly rate, when I multiply that by how many hours, because I got here like an hour late, so I'm on, instead of getting, you know, 5.5 hours of that I can get, as far as, you know, either get paid the hourly or at least get that much for your commission. I'm looking at least $54 within this time that I've been working. So if I don't meet $54, I'll still get $54 because they'll give me at least that much for my hourly rate. But if I exceed that with the amount of deliveries I get, with the commissions being $3 each, then I'll just get however much I made for commission, because it's more than the 54. So whatever is more is what they give you, plus you keep your tips. So right now I'm already at $78 in tips, and I've had 13 orders, and I'm at like 120 something dollars already, and I've only been working for 4 hours. So you know, that's pretty good. And what I want to say is that, you know, if you're struggling kind of with GoPuff or whatever, you might want to maybe change your location. You might have to drive a little bit more, because yes, I do have to drive a good 45 to 55 minutes away, even living closer to Richmond. I still have to, it's still a good drive. But in the scheme of things, it's only about a 10 to 15 minute difference if I was to just go to Norfolk as well, as far as like how long it takes me to get back and forth from home. So, you know, in order to make more money, you might have to change your location, play around with it a little bit. But I mean, let me know if you have several GoPuff locations. Okay, this is how you do it. I meant to say that too. How you do that is you call customer service, and because I think I called twice, but they should know how to add on another location. So if you have multiple GoPuff locations in your area or in your state or whatever that you're willing to drive to, you can have customer service add that location, and then you can go over there and see how your earnings are, you know, based on those locations. Make sure that you know well, it's always Thursdays, I believe, anywhere, but on what times their hours drop, so that you are able to, you know, get you know, hours, you know, try to get hours for that location and stuff like that, just to guarantee your money. So that's what I wanted to pop on here and say. Change your location if you're, you know, thinking that you should be getting paid more. Like I said, it could be because of, you know, the new year and it's cold. People tend to, I guess, maybe feel a little bit sorry that we're out here delivering them when it's cold outside. I don't know. But let me know if you've had any of those, experiences or whatever. And let me know if you feel like your tips have gotten better since it's, you know, gotten cold, or if it's the same, or if you switch locations and it seems like you're getting tipped better. Because I'm telling you, down in Norfolk, them people are cheap. They are cheap down there, and I've been doing gig work, you know, type of work for a very long time, and I don't have, even before I started doing YouTube videos. So just so you know, I didn't start doing gig work when I started doing YouTube videos. No, I've been doing gig work for several years now, and at this point, you know, especially with this being income for me, you know, with the different gig works that I have, I'm not looking to, you know, be gypped on somebody on a tip. You know what I mean? I just made a video about, you know, tipping and stuff like that. Like, if you have the money to pay for convenience and delivery fees, and in even some of these gig apps, they'll do promotions where you don't have a delivery fee and this and that. And even still, if you don't even have to pay a delivery fee, you could at least tip. You know, what is $1? You know what I mean? And I'm not saying to tip $1, but at least $1. And it's cold out here. You're paying for convenience. You're paying for somebody to go and get your food. Yeah, you place the order, big whoop. But you are not going to get it. You're not fighting traffic. You're not fighting the cold. You're not, you know, raising your potential to get into a car accident at all. You know, we're always on the road, so our potential of getting in a car accident versus somebody who works a 9 to 5 is way higher. And I know, because I've gotten into 2 car accidents doing gig work. Weren't my fault, but I've gotten into 2 and almost gotten into several more because people just don't know how to drive on the road. So, you know, asking for, or not asking, but, you know, tipping, you know, well, I'm not saying us asking necessarily, but expecting to get a tip, especially if you know you're providing good service, because make sure you're providing good service. Don't be, you know, a jackass and provide terrible service and then expect to get a good tip. You know, whether you always aim to provide good service, whether they leave you a tip or not. You just know for next time that you won't service that area or that customer, or, you know, whatever the case may be, to kind of protect yourself in that realm of making sure that you're getting tipped. Because, you know, a lot of our income from these gigs is from tips. So you got to learn how to value what you do, You know, take pride in what you do, but also value yourself and value your business. You know that you should be people should be tipping, especially if they live in like a nice neighborhood or nice area, you know, and stuff like that. They should be tipping. Like, they should be tipping good. There are times when they don't, but for the most part, if you live in a good area, I mean, if you're delivering in a, you know, a high income area or whatever, you know, they tend to tip pretty well. But it's up to you. You gotta know your area, you know what I mean? And if you're switching to another area, then learn that area, you know, see, you know, what's happening, what's going on. I'm sorry, I'm kind of stuttering because I'm here and I'm trying to find the location 307. Trying to find the customer. But yeah, value your work. You know, you should be valued. We're over here running down our cars and this and that, and you know, no, we should get paid for what we do. And someone tipping is not asking for too much. People should do that, and you know, it is what it is. So start being picky with what you do. I mean, with GoPuff, you kind of can't really, you know, avoid it, because sometimes you'll get batch orders and stuff like that. But a lot of times within that hour, you'll get a lot of orders, and then some of the people not tipping will kind of cover up for those people who aren't tipping. But hold on, y'all, I need to deliver this order. Yeah, so like this order I just dropped off, they tipped $1. Thanks. You know what I mean? I've had people tip change before, like 50 cents, 25 cents, you know. I mean, I'd be like, okay, but I mean, at least they tip something. Gotta be grateful. But you know, tip something. And if you're one of those people who don't tip, but yeah, you do this type of work and you expect tips, well, sometimes you just reap what you sow. So, you know, you have to do what give the way you expect to be given unto. I'm not saying let people take advantage of you or anything like that, but you know what I mean? So definitely you must know your worth, know the value that you bring, and accept jobs accordingly. This is a business for the gig companies. Is a business for you too. So value yourself, okay? All right, guys, love you. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will let you guys know the drive away that I had talked about before. They said that they don't have any like routes or deliveries right now, so I'm like, oh, okay. But they said it's kind of like that in January, which is kind of like that, I guess, around the clock for a lot of companies. Is, you know, the business is kind of slow in January, especially after the holidays and everything. So I was like, okay. So I got videos from that coming up, and also this courier work coming up. So hopefully, I'm hoping that I'll be able to get a courier job route this week. And the dispatcher told me that, she said, well, for the auto drive away, she was saying, I'm not with auto drive away because that's actually a company, but with the drive away gig work, she told me that they don't have any routes right now. So she said she'd let me know on Wednesday. So she should let me know by tomorrow. So if they have routes and stuff, then I should be able to take a load. And when I say load, I mean a vehicle. You're just driving a vehicle. You're not driving cargo. It's the cargo is the vehicle itself. But I should be, if she has something for me, I'll know that on Wednesday. So I'll be able to take that, depending on, you know, what the money is looking like. So I'll be giving you guys videos once that happens. All right, so stay tuned. And make sure, like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you like this video, okay? All right, y'all. Thanks. Bye.